Warning, a very scary story will now begin. Watch with an adult if you're scared. Let me think. The creepiest? Creepiest in my whole life. Creepiest.
You want me to start first?
Oh, you know what? Actually, I have one. So
I swear, if you're trolling, I'm going to literally kill you.
No.
Okay.
Actually,
okay.
I think some people might actually know about this. So when I was younger, I used to really believe in shadow people.
The fuck is a shadow people?
Basically, what it is, if you're out at night and like the lights are on streets and stuff. Sometimes the saying goes, you'll see actual shadows of people walking underneath the street lights. And when I was younger, I swear there were some times where I actually saw like shadow people walking under the lights. Yeah. I don't know if I think it's a fairly common like superstition that some people would know about.
Oh, I was about to just say one time I almost got kidnapped, but that's kind of I don't even know which one is scarier anymore. You know.
I think the kidnapping one is a little scary, but like.
Oh, someone actually super chat saying that they saw like shadow people.
Dude, it's crazy because like I don't know how to explain it, but literally it's a group of people. I've never seen just one or two, but it's always like 3 or more, and that's why it's so convincing to me because I always see them in groups.
You mean like you see a group of shadows, or like a group of people saw it?
Like people like actually walking. Like the shadows look like people that are actually walking.
And you see like a bunch of them, or you saw it with people?
I see a bunch of them at once. And that's what makes it like so believable. Because if it's just like 1 or 2, you're like, oh, it's just a trick of the light. But if it's like 3 or more, you're like, wait a minute.
What? But how does that make sense though? Because if there's like lights.
Someone said, bro, I fell down the stairs one time and I teleported to the hospital. There was a dream that I had years ago, actually.
Oh,
it was actually really scary. It's probably the dream that scared me the most in my whole life.
Tell me.
So basically, do you know that hotel from The Shining?
Kinda, yeah. Hotel Transylvania.
So basically, in my dream, what would happen is, so do you know how sometimes there are really big sinks, and underneath the sinks they have like those really big cabinets where people can like store like cleaning supplies and shit?
Yeah.
So in my dream, I would wake up inside one of these, and then I would like open the door and I would like crawl out of it. I'd get up and then I'd leave the bathroom and I'd walk down like the halls of the hotel, right? And the really scary thing was sometimes I don't remember vividly what would happen, but I just remember something really bad would happen, and then I would wake up, or I would think that I woke up. But actually, what I would do after something really bad happened, I would just wake up underneath that bathroom sink again. And every time I would wake up, I would be like, oh, you know, I'm awake in real life. You know, I'm done dreaming. But I would keep looping my dream over and over again.
Holy shit.
And that's what freaked me out the most, because it kept looping.
Holy
And I was
shit.
vividly aware that it was looping. Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of fucking creepy though. Like, what if you realize it's a dream and then you're like, I can't wake up?
Yeah. It's
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's what it was. I haven't had any dreams recently. That's just the one that I remember vividly in like my whole life.
Holy shit. Do you not have nightmares?
I don't have nightmares. I used to have night terrors a lot, but not so much anymore.
What's a night terror?
Basically, a night terror is whenever you wake up and you're vividly aware of like your surroundings, and you can look around and stuff, but like you can't move your body. You're in sleep paralysis, and like really scary things happen to you.
Wait, have you ever had... I heard like sleep paralysis is like you do that, but then there's like someone like watching you. Or something.
It could be a few different things. One of the most common ones is people watching you. Sometimes the dream can be so vivid, like you'll actually see them like doing things, like climbing onto your bed or like pulling your sheets off your bed and shit like that.
Oh shit, when you wake up, is the sheets actually like off?
Yeah, because
What?
sometimes like your blanket will like fall off your bed, right? But your brain will tell you that like something is pulling like your sheet off of you.
Also, Greg D said that I'm echoing slightly. I don't even have... This is me echoing. It's off. So that's just my mic apparently, I guess. But I've never had sleep paralysis.
Weird.
I've never once had it. Ever. Which is... Sometimes I think about it like, oh my god, I've never had it before I go to bed. And I'm like, I don't really want to have it. But...
Nice.
What is your scariest experience then? Because I've never had it. I'm kind of curious. I know a lot of people say they see like ghosts that are watching you or something.
I think one of the scariest ones, it actually affected me like physically, and that was one of the scariest parts. I don't know if it was just like my body freaking out, but I once had this really old lady. She was standing in the corner of my room. I could see her super vividly. But I would blink and like she would move forward, eventually to the point where she actually was like laying on my chest. And I could feel like my chest like tightening up, like but as time passed, like I was telling myself like this isn't real, but like it really started to scare me because I could feel like a pressure on my chest.
Right.
But I'm guessing it was just like my muscles like tensing. So I thought about it like the day after. I was like, why did I feel like that? And I came to the conclusion that I myself was tensing up my chest muscles, and it gave the illusion of like something on my chest.
You're copiuming so hard, but okay. You're actually copiuming so hard.
I'm pretty sure. I'm almost positive that's what it was.
A chat said
because,
a succubus.
like,
but isn't that like an old lady?
A succubus?
Didn't you
yeah,
say
it was like an old lady.
Yeah.
Like she wasn't laying on me like sexy or anything. She was laying on me as like pushing down.
Oh my god, that's fucking creepy.
Hmm.
Pressure. You're copiuming. You're like trying to give a scientific excuse to something.
No. I'm pretty sure that's just what it was. It was like my chest muscles like tightening up.
But why would your chest muscle tighten up though? That makes no sense.
Because I was scared, I guess.
It's okay. Whatever helps you sleep better at night. You know what I...
Apparently, people are saying that's an actual ghost folklore. Some places.
Did you know that subscribing is free?